Hello?
Yes, we're all waiting on the man.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Hi, Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year.
I'm just making sure my video works.
Happy New Year. Can you hear me?
Here, yep.
Hi, Happy New Year to everybody.
Teresa
Hello.
speaking. Can you hear
Happy New
Teresa?
Year.
It's tough.
Testing. 1, 2,
It's
testing.
really, really
Yeah, we
tough
got
for
you,
me.
Teresa.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you,
happy that I
dear.
was able to exchange few words with you.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Explorers.
Happy New Year.
New Year!
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Mhm.
Happy New Year.
Let's do it. But
Happy
you call me
New
when you
Year.
come back, okay?
Happy New
Ha-
Year.
So
New Year.
say
Happy New
happy,
Year.
Happy New
happy
Year.
New Year to your family, okay? Okay, Timmy. Bye-bye.
All righty. Hello and Happy New Year, everybody. Wow. Wow, it is. Ooh, there's a lot of folks on here. Good thing at the last minute, I remembered to upgrade my Zoom because it was at 100 participants and we're already at almost 800. All right, I'm now thinking that upgrading to 1,000 people wasn't going to be enough because we're already at getting close there. So happy New Year, everyone. I am so excited to see everybody here. You know, this is, to me, I can't think of a better way to spend the first day of a new year than seeing all your faces and spending some time tapping with you. I've seen a lot of folks I know, a lot of folks I don't know. There may be a number of folks on here who have seen an advertisement about this and thought, hey, that looks interesting, and have no idea what tapping is. Is there anyone there who doesn't know, who's never tapped before? So raise your hand, but there's 21 pages of people here, so I'm not going to see everybody. But I can certainly see a lot of you. Just so exciting to see you all here. Tap dancing, exactly. I was actually thinking, I have a very good friend of mine who is a Broadway performer. He's actually starring as Hades in the national tour of Hadestown right now, and I'm sure that he can tap dance. I was thinking I need to have him on at some point to do a tap dancing routine for a little tapping promo. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's celebration. My wife and I watched Don't Look Up, which, spoiler alert, it's about a comet hitting the Earth. It's a very interesting way. Literally, the comet hits the Earth just as we are ringing in the new year. So it was a very interesting way to start the new year. But now here we are. It's a beautiful but very chilly day here in Sacramento. I'm sure some of you, it's much, much colder where you are. And I know there's some of you calling in from Australia, so it's much warmer where you are. But here we are all together to start the new year tapping into the best you. Because when you allow yourself to be your best self, then you're able to create the best year possible. You're able to live your best life possible. And so we want to get rid of that stuff that gets in the way. And for those of you who might be absolutely new to tapping and have no idea what tapping is and wondered what I'm doing as I do this. So tapping, also known as EFT, short for emotional freedom techniques, is a process based on acupuncture. So for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, they've said there's this flow of energy through the body along these pathways called meridians. And when this energy is flowing naturally, we experience our natural state of health and well-being, physically and emotionally. And when this energy gets stuck, we don't feel so good. And when we don't feel good, we don't think as clearly. So in traditional acupuncture, the doctor would stick needles in these key points to balance that energy. And we're just going to be using our fingertips to tap these same points. And we have a growing body of evidence showing that this is a powerful tool for creating all kinds of changes. The main thing it does is it lowers stress. And when you consider that most, if not all of the issues that trouble us are either caused by or worsened by stress, you'd understand that a stress relief technique can be very helpful in pretty much all areas of our lives. So that's what we're going to be doing, is looking at the stuff that gets in our way, the stuff that holds us back from living our best life and making the best choices and thinking as clearly as possible. I'm going to clear out the stress that keeps us stuck. Because when we want to make changes, there is a part of our mind that says, oh, that's dangerous, and has a stress response. And we may unconsciously stop ourselves from making that choice, from taking that action, those actions that can create the best life possible. But as we consider those things, we tap and we clear out that fear, we start to say, oh, you know what? I actually could handle this. It would be okay for me to make this positive change. It would be okay for me to have this different result in my life. So, are we up for some of that? Yes, excellent, excellent. All right, well, we have filled the participants. So good thing that you tuned in when you did, because now there are several thousand people who registered for this. And unfortunately now, a lot of those folks aren't going to be able to join us on the live call, as far as I know. We've maxed out. So I am so excited to be tapping with so many of you live and in person. It really is live. It is now 12:06 here in Sacramento. So for those of you who are on the live call, I know sometimes you watch these webinars as live webinar, and you know that it's not really live, but we are here together. And so it is, our energy is connected. I love making YouTube videos, but tapping with people live is so much more powerful because I can feel your energy. And whatever tapping happens here, we're going to co-create that. So this is something that all of us will be creating together. And yes, you will get a link for the replay, so you'll be able to tap along with it over and over and over again. So what I'd like you all to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Now, just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed, go ahead and feel your feet on the floor or whatever part of you is connected to something. Allow yourself to feel that connection. Allow yourself to feel centered and grounded. Allowing yourself to be right here, right now, as present as possible, so as to receive maximum benefit from this hour. And as you're doing so, just allow yourself to get in touch with what you're feeling. Noticing what you're feeling physically, what you're feeling emotionally. Go ahead and be aware of that stuff that you may be holding on to from the last year, the last 2 years. It's been kind of a challenging couple of years. Well, for a lot of folks in a lot of different situations, may have been a challenging couple of decades. May have been a challenging half century or more. But certainly for a great many people, it's been a very challenging couple of years. So allow yourself to be aware of what you might still be holding on to that, might hold you back from creating what you really want. Maybe imagine that you're wearing a backpack. It's a heavy backpack. It slows you down as you move forward in the direction that you really want to go. Allow yourself to be aware of what's in there that maybe you no longer need. Notice how heavy that backpack is on a scale of 0 to 10. You might notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how heavy some of those things are that are in that backpack. Allowing yourself to be aware of whatever you feel. Notice what thoughts, beliefs, or memories might be there as to why you might have that stuff in your backpack, as to why you might need it. Just allowing yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. And for those of you who might be new to tapping, just taking the fingertips of your index and middle finger and just tap where I tap and repeat back what I say. Even though I'm carrying some baggage, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm carrying some stuff, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm carrying a lot of stuff from the past year, stuff from the past 2 years, maybe stuff I've been carrying for a much longer time. And it slows me down. And even though I'm carrying all this stuff, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who might be involved. Because I choose to be that free. All this stuff I'm carrying, all this stuff in that backpack, it weighs me down. It slows me down. But part of me says, I need this stuff. Part of me is afraid of letting it go. Part of me put that in my backpack for some reason. I might have said, hey, this is really painful. I better save some for later. Not because I'm bad or stupid, but because I believed it would protect me. Everything that I've put in that backpack, I thought that I needed. I have all this old programming telling me how to keep myself safe. A lot of it is misunderstandings. Stuff I learned from people who didn't know any better. People who told me I should hold on to pain. People who told me I should feel guilty. People who told me I should limit what I have because they thought they had to limit what they had. So all that stuff in my backpack, all that baggage I've been carrying, I put in there with the best of intentions. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that put all of that crap in my backpack. I'm even open to the possibility of loving and appreciating some of those other people who put some of that crap in my backpack. Because they probably had the best of intentions too. Even though it came from an unhealthy place. And now I'm giving myself permission to take stuff out. Letting go of what I no longer need. All this stuff that I don't need anymore. And I can keep whatever lessons benefit me. Anything I've learned from carrying that stuff, if it's a useful lesson, I can keep that while letting go of the heavy weight. It's safe to let that stuff go. My higher self knows what I need. My higher self knows what I can let go of. So I'm letting go of what no longer serves me. Whether it's from the past couple of years or the past couple of lifetimes. Wherever I picked that stuff up and put it in my backpack, I'm giving myself permission to let go. Releasing what no longer serves me. Releasing it at a cellular level. Releasing it all the way back through my past. All the way back through my childhood. Back as far as I need to go. Back through all those times in my life where I put something heavy or uncomfortable in my backpack under the misunderstanding that I needed that. I'm allowing myself to lighten up. Lightening the load so that I can move more freely into this new year. So that I have much more room for new things, new possibilities, wonderful new experiences, wonderful new people. Setting myself free to experience all these great things. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside, and take a look in that backpack again. And hopefully you've cleared out some space. Hopefully it feels lighter. Allow yourself to be aware of what else might still be there. Okay, great. Seeing some great comments there. Try to take a look at the comments. I always have a hard time reading comments while I'm doing these things. Is anyone else having trouble hearing me? Okay, just want to make sure. Sometimes it's my mic, sometimes it's someone's speakers. Cool. All right, awesome. So here's another thought. So let's, nothing that came up. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. And having dealt with the past, let's look right now at this moment. Looking at things in your life, maybe, in different areas of your life, and asking yourself, what do you think shouldn't be there? What should be different? Where you should on yourself? Where are other people shooting on you? Where are you shooting on other people? So maybe it's something in your career or your health or your finances. Maybe it's something in your family. Maybe it's something in your town or your country. Maybe it's something in society, in politics. And just be aware of that party that says, this should be different. Just allow yourself to be aware of how strong, just how much should is in there. Talked about how much crap was in there. Now we're talking about how much should is in there. And just allow yourself to be aware on a scale of 0 to 10, how strong that feeling is. Where in your body you feel it. Ask yourself what thoughts, beliefs, or memories come up as to why you need to hang on to all that should. And if you're willing, take a deep breath, open your eyes. Even though things should be different, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel like things should be different, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I feel like things should be different, things should be different in my life, things should be different in society, things should be different on the planet. And I'm going to stay good and mad until they change. Because surely that will make the difference. Because that's what I've been taught I should do. And even though I believe things should be different, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else involved in this. Because I choose to feel that free. So many things should be different. All this need for things to be different. Because they should be different. I should be different. I should be healthier. I should be wealthier. I should be happier. People in my family should be different. People at work should be different. People in government definitely should be different. And I'm going to be upset about that until it all changes. And when has that ever been effective in my life? I can't get upset enough to make myself happier. And I can't get upset enough to make other people different. I can try to fight reality. But as Byron Katie says, reality is going to win, but only 100% of the time. So I'm letting go of this need to fight reality and accept it. And I'm clearing this fear that accepting what is so means resigning myself to it. All this fear that if I accept what's happening, that means I'm saying it's okay. I'm just saying what is so is so. So that I have the freedom to do something about it. My complaining isn't going to change things. And all that complaining takes up time and energy that can be used towards making things better. Rather than saying things should be different, I'm asking how I can make them different. And it's got to start inside. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. What can I do today to make my life better? What can I do to make myself better? When I look at the things that I want to change, who's the person that can do that? That person is inside. Just like Michelangelo carving the David. I'm clearing what doesn't belong to reveal the masterpiece that's inside. And I'm clearing any doubt about that masterpiece being in there. Just imagine Michelangelo with a block of marble being pissed off saying it should be a statue. What a waste of time that would have been. But it's not that I'm bad or stupid. It's not that I'm weak or lazy. It's just that I've been taught to should on myself and others. And it's a brilliant way to use up time. Because part of me is afraid of things being different. I'll say that they should be different. But part of me wants them to stay the same. Because even if it's crap, it's familiar crap. I dealt with it yesterday. I know I can deal with it today. I don't know if I could handle something different. So instead of doing what I can to make things different, I complain about how things are. Because I'm a freaking genius. Brilliantly using up my time and energy to keep things in a familiar state. And now that I'm on to myself, I choose to let that go. I'm accepting what is so that I have the freedom to do something about that. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage and whatever else it might take to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference so that I don't waste any more time. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change the one I can, and the wisdom to know it's me. Letting go of all these shoulds so that I have the freedom to take positive action. The past is past. I don't need to deny it or defend it. I don't need to justify it. I don't need to stay stuck in the past to justify having been there. Part of me might look at certain things in my life and say, this should be different. But I resist making it different because part of me might say, if I had the power to make it different, why haven't I done so before? I'd look pretty stupid if I could have changed it before and I didn't. So while part of me says it should be different, part of me doesn't want to make it different so that I can defend my past self. I'm clearing any need to do that. I have been doing the best I could up till now. I made the choices that I made because of the programming that I had. I was doing the best I could at that moment. I'm forgiving myself. I can even love and appreciate myself for doing what I thought I had to do at that moment. And I'm setting myself free to do it differently now. Giving myself the freedom to make positive choices. Giving myself the freedom to take positive actions that I might not have been able to do in the past. Letting go of what stops me. I'm accepting the present so I can move powerfully into the future in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside, and just see what's going on in there. Can't see where you're tapping on your neck and ribs. Oh, so for those of you who may not be familiar with the point, there's this point is right here where the collarbones just about meet. And so you can make a fist and tap where the collarbones just about come together. And then right here is about 4 inches below the armpit. It's right about bra strap level. And I'm sure even the guys can figure out where that is. You can tap with all of your fingertips there. So, does anyone else burp? Yes. Burping, yawning, sneezing, coughing, other things. There's all kinds of crying. Absolutely. There are all kinds of physical manifestations that occur while we're doing the energy shifting. And it doesn't mean that if you're not burping or yawning that nothing's happening. It's just that sometimes it's more obvious. All right. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Quickly. Scan through. Maybe no one else stayed up till midnight. You guys look pretty good for a group of people who might have been celebrating New Year's. Tingling in the solar plexus. All right, so close your eyes, take a deep breath. Just go inside. Allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. And I want you to imagine now that it's the end of 2022. And allow yourself to imagine that you have done what you wanted to do, personally and professionally, physically, financially, in your own life and in the world in general. What does your ideal life look like at the end of this year? Allow yourself to be aware of what you feel as you imagine that. Noticing what you feel physically and what you feel emotionally. Notice where there might be some resistance, where some part of you might say, I couldn't do that, or I don't deserve that. What thoughts, beliefs, or memories come up as to why you couldn't or shouldn't be, do, and have what you want? Go ahead and imagine a full-length mirror and look in the mirror, and I want you to see the version of you, the badass version of you that creates the 2022 you really want. What does that person look like? Strong, confident, healthy, happy, powerful. So just like Michelangelo looking at a block of marble, I want you to look and see that masterpiece there. And ask yourself, what do I need to do to be this person? Or what do I need to let go of to be this person? What's the excess marble that might still be there, still holding that, still hiding that masterpiece? And what part of you feels a need to hang on to that? What are you afraid would happen if you let that stuff go? What are you afraid would happen if you allowed yourself to be your ideal self? What are you afraid would happen if you allowed yourself to live your ideal life? Allow yourself to be aware on a scale of 0 to 10, how much fear there is of being your best self. And part of you might say, there's no fear there, because you're afraid of acknowledging the fear. Just brilliant. And let's knock it off. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Open your eyes. even though a part of me is afraid of being my best self. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though part of me is afraid of being my best self. I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though part of me is afraid of being my best self. Because I know that if I allow myself to really be my best self, I'm going to create my best life. And while that excites part of me, it scares the bejeebers out of another part of me. So I brilliantly hold myself back. And even though I'm afraid of being my best self, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Maybe anyone else who taught me to be afraid. All this fear of being my best self. All this fear of being my best self. Because part of me says, when I imagined that masterpiece, when I imagined that badass, I worry about what kind of trouble I could get into. And all the trouble that other people will give me. Some people might be pissed off if I'm living my best life. They'll be jealous if I'm being my best self. So I need to hold myself back for their sake. I choose to clear that. If anyone is jealous of me being my best self, if they're jealous of me living my best life, it's because they've forgotten who they are. And they don't want to be made uncomfortable while they stay stuck. There is nothing noble about playing small so that others feel more comfortable playing small. I want to encourage them to be their best selves. I want to encourage them to live their best life. I choose to lead by example. And even if they're pissed off for a little bit, if they're willing to follow my lead, they're going to be awfully grateful to me. I'm willing to have people be grateful to me. All this remaining fear of being my best self. All this fear that I couldn't handle it. All this fear of the consequences. All this fear that I couldn't handle those consequences. I choose to clear that fear out. I choose to clear it at a cellular level. I choose to clear it all the way back through my past. Because the truth is, I have handled everything that has happened in my life. Some of it has been pretty awful, but I handled it. The proof being that I'm still here. I have handled everything that has happened in my life. Maybe not always as gracefully as I would have liked, but I handled it. I could handle living my best life. I could handle being my best self. I choose to have faith that other people could handle it too. I love and appreciate those parts of me that have been feeling this fear, thinking that it was necessary. I love and appreciate all those parts of me that have stopped me from being my best self, that have sometimes brilliantly sabotaged my efforts, believing that that was necessary to keep me safe. And now I'm allowing myself to reconsider. I wonder if I could handle being my best self. I wonder if I could handle living my best life. My higher self says yes. Yes, I can. So I'm clearing what gets in the way, clearing what stops me. It's safe for me to be my best self. It's safe for me to live my best life. It's okay. And I deserve it. I'm a magnificent child of the universe, worthy and deserving of the best this world has to offer. There's been evidence of that along the way. There's evidence right now. Every time I breathe, I'm asking the universe for oxygen. And the universe keeps saying, you're worthy of that. And I can take a deep breath in. And acknowledge that I just asked for more. And darned if the universe didn't say yes. It's okay for me to ask for more. There's nothing that's too good for me. And I can handle the consequences. And if it doesn't go perfectly all the time, and I face some disappointment, hey, there's a tap for that on YouTube. And if I get things that I then lose, I can allow myself to remember. It's an abundant universe. There's always more where that came from. There has always been at least enough. Most of the time, more than enough. I choose to trust that there will always be enough. I choose to trust in abundance, so so that I can feel much more peace. And I choose to love myself in the process, because I'm worthy and deserving of love and respect. And I'm clearing any doubts about that. Clearing those all the way back through my past. Setting myself free to really love myself. And the more I love myself, the better the life I want to give myself. So I'm setting myself free to be my best self. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. And let it go. And hopefully you're feeling greater freedom to be your best self. I don't know what my best self and best life is. There's a part of us that's afraid to know sometimes. So as we keep tapping, we keep clearing that stuff out. Obviously, there may be a few other things in the backpack than we can clear out in 1 hour. So we could, I would love to spend all day tapping and tapping, and we could, even in one day, there may still be things that come up. So that's why I have so many videos on YouTube, and also I know a number of you are members of Advance, and registration for that will be opening up again in end of March, I think. I have my mastermind program, a couple of openings for the mastermind starting on this Thursday. But I also want to tell you about something, if you don't mind. There's something that I've been working on for a very long time. I've wanted to have a flagship program, sort of an overall thing to offer, because in all of the videos that I do on YouTube, it's all about one issue. And a lot of people have been asking things about, what about this? What about that? And sometimes we focus on one particular aspect of our lives. And so I wanted to do something that was more holistic, that covered all the different areas of our lives. And so let me show you this real quick. I created a program called Tap Into Your Best Life. 12 weeks of tapping. And what I do is look at different areas of life, including things like career and finances and relationships and health and connection to others, so that we're really looking at creating the best life overall. And wanting to look at all those different aspects, because so often we get focused on one thing. Oh, I need to just work on my weight issue. I just need to work on my finances. And we forget about these other aspects of life. So that's what I wanted to create here. And put a link in here. You can see that it's tapwithbrad.com/best life. So that is, it's a 12-week program for looking at all these different areas of life and following through a journal. And it's designed to, for that question, if I don't know what my best life is, I'm not sure what my best self is. There's journals to help you, guide you to look at, what do I really want? And then each week looking at, there's tapping to clear resistance. So that part of us that resists having things be better in our finances, things that resist having things be better in our relationships, and then tapping on motivation to get us even more excited about making things better in our career, in our finances, in our relationships, and things like that. So would love for you to take advantage of that. And if you get it today, there is a special, of course. And put something up there. also the link to the mastermind, because I only have a couple of openings left in my mastermind starting on Thursday. But if you wanted to work with me live in that way, that's a small group where I work with people one-on-one. And yeah. So if you have questions, people best life. So the Best Life program is an online program, so it's not that's not limited. So that is something that anyone can take advantage of. And it's a self-paced course, 12 weeks, but some people may be more motivated and do it in a couple of days. But what I wanted to do is have you focus on a different area of life each week. So you spend a week clearing your resistance to stuff in your health, and then a week clearing your resistance to making things better in your career, and then a week, on different relationship aspects, things like that. So really giving yourself permission to focus on those different areas that you might otherwise not have focused on, because we do that. We get caught up. Someone asked for the link again in the chat box. So in the chat box, there's that link, tapwithbrad.com/best life. So you can create your best life in 2022. Now we're coming up to the top of the hour. I always like to end sessions with a guided imagery. I started out as a hypnotherapist before. I started as an actor. I helped save Sammy's life on Days of Our Lives. So some of you might not think that was a good idea, but so yeah, I started after transitioning from an actor into personal development. I was a hypnotherapist, and I always love to end a session with some guided imagery, and we'll do that in just a moment. Just run a quick check real quick. There's a few tapping videos for each week. There's tapping on clearing resistance and tapping on motivation. And of course, as those things come up and you tap through different issues, you might think of, oh, there's something else I want to tap on. And of course, I've got over 1,000 videos on YouTube now, so you can go in and then find something that may be more specific to whatever comes up for you in terms of that. But this is the first sort of comprehensive program I've created to look holistically at all the different areas of life, so that you make things better in all those parts, because what goes on in one part of your life affects other parts of your life. That's why I tell people, tap on different issues, because you never know when tapping on a health issue might help you with your finances, because everything's interrelated. So that's what the beauty of the holistic approach, and looking at all those different areas that we do in the Tap Into Your Best Life program. So, any questions there? You get a recording of the session. Yes, there is. You will be getting a link afterwards that will give you a recording so you can go back and do all this tapping again on these things. So, where can you learn more about the mastermind? Put that link in there one more time. That's tapwithbrad.com/mastermind. I try to make it easy. I always think tapwithbrad.com/mastermind/best life. And so awesome. Deeper into the imagery. Each week come with a video. Yes, in the Best Life program, there are a couple of videos for each week. And all right, you guys have a new year to get started. So we're at the top of the hour, but I'm still going to do the guided imagery like I said I would, because that's how I roll. So those links are there. You can always, I'll put the link in there again later. But for the moment, if you can hang out with me for a couple of more minutes, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Getting comfortable with your eyes closed, take another deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. A third deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Now, just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine a healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down, crystal clear water that's a perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, resentment, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are. This unique expression of divine light and love. Allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower flows over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. Healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing, and allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet. And finally, that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backwards: 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. Now, each and every time you hear me say the words deep sleep, with your permission and only with your permission, you allow yourself to return to this depth or even deeper, quickly, soundly, deeply, and the physical body relaxes. And with that relaxation comes a wonderful sense of calm well-being of body, mind, and spirit, deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, go ahead and imagine yourself in some really beautiful place. Maybe one of the most beautiful places you have ever been. Some place where you allow yourself to be present to the beauty, the magnificence, the abundance of creation. Just allowing yourself to be aware of what is available to you. There's so much that's possible. And here we are on the first day of a new year, and there are so many opportunities awaiting you. Allow yourself in this beautiful place to imagine standing a little ways away from you, your ideal self. And you may already feel that you're that person now, and that's awesome. You may feel at a scale of 0 to 10 as to how close you are to being that person. You may already feel it a 10, but looking at that person over there, and that's an 11. The most powerful, happy, healthy, confident version of yourself. That version of yourself that can really create an awesome life, an awesome new year. On a count of a count of 5 down to 0, you're going to step into that person. But allowing yourself to be aware of what might be holding you back, whatever resistance there might be, those parts of you that might say, I'm afraid of being that person. That person is so powerful, so competent, so in tune with abundance. And that might seem so unfamiliar that it seems scary. So allow yourself to be aware of that resistance and allow yourself to let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 is deep sleep. And step into that person and just feel yourself embodied in that person. Allow yourself to feel how good that feels, how confident you feel, how powerful you feel. Looking around and just seeing even more possibility. Allow yourself to feel that excitement. Feeling more and more confident, more and more excited, more and more powerful, more in touch with your true power as you move forward. Because you have one direction in life from this moment on, and that is always forward into that ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. Allowing yourself to feel that confidence growing and allowing yourself to love yourself more and more as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before, feeling much more confident in yourself, much more excited about this new year, much more excited about the possibilities, much more excited about the fact that you really do have what it takes to do what it takes to create a life that you really love. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of your dreams to be a very healing dream. Continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day again, powerfully moving forward into that ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. And now go back down to 0, which is always deep sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all these positive thoughts and images, taking them in at a very deep level so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to 1, feeling physically relaxed. 2, feeling emotionally calm and confident. 3, health and well-being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. 4, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake, and welcome back. And Happy New Year. And thank you so much for helping me start the new year off in this way. In case you haven't noticed, I really love what I do. And it's much more fun when I get to do it with folks live. And so thank you so much for I'm getting a little verklempt. Thank you so much for showing up and co-creating this this past hour with me. I look forward to tapping with you throughout the year. Either on YouTube or in the mastermind. I hope that you will take advantage of the offer on the program. Put that link in the thing again. tapwithbrad.com/best life. I hope that will help you really look at different areas of your life, and perhaps areas that you hadn't even thought of looking at before, and going, oh, I didn't even realize that wasn't where I wanted it to be. And then give yourself the freedom to create that. For a few of you, I hope that I'll see you on Thursday in my new session of my mastermind, and tapwithbrad.com/mastermind. There are just a couple of spots for that. And then again, advance will open up again in April. And I'll probably do, some more Facebook Lives or YouTube Lives as time goes on, just because I love checking in with folks in that way. And please give yourself the gift of being your best self. Well, you're already doing that because you showed up today, and that's proof that that person is in there, and that that you're worthy and deserving of better. Because if you didn't know that, you would have found something else to do on New Year's Day. Or whenever, for those of you who are watching the replay of this, whatever day it might be, you would have found something else to do at this time, because you would have wanted to avoid looking at the possibility of things being better. But something inside you said, no, I want to clear away what gets in my way. I want to set myself free to make things better, because I have better inside of me, and I know I'm worthy and deserving of better. And you are. And that's a gift to others as well. The better you make it for you, the better you're making it for other people, even if they don't see that right away. Consider it tough love. All right. Go forth, have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever it might be. Go forth and have an absolutely magnificent 2022. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and I wish all the best for you. So take care. Putting the link to the mastermind in the chat box again. Someone was just asking about that. Sending love from England. I've been in England every odd numbered year since 2009 until 2021. Even though I didn't get to go to England this past year. Hopefully this year we can do it. We can turn things around, create a world where we're open to go where we want to go. Spain, Germany, all places that are on my list. Get back to Phoenix. I would love to. Houston. It wasn't Houston. I've been to Houston, been to Vancouver a number of times. Australia. I was supposed to be in Australia in 2020. Dubai. I was invited to Dubai a couple of years ago, and then we weren't able to do that. So I was just in Cincinnati. Well, I guess I did a workshop in Cleveland, but I was just in Ohio. That was the one workshop I did in 2021 was in Ohio. I'll be back to Chicago. All these places. Yep. I want to get to all these places. My goal is to have tapping be, so prevalent, having so many people knowing about tapping that I can go to any city in the world and there'll be people going, yes, I want to go tap. So thank you very much for spreading tapping, letting people know about it. God knows we can use some more clearing in this world. So thank you very much for being a part of that. Thank you for doing your part to make the world a better place. And you've already done that just by being here and tapping. The clearing that you've done today, everything is energy. We're all connected. So the clearing that you've done today benefits the world. So thank you so much for being a part of that. And yeah. So thank you so much. All right. Go live your lives. Go do awesome things. Hope to see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.